Again, this will be me walking into frame, like, there we go. It is still a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. Gotta get used to being on this side of things. I do have a bandana on today to try to, like, prevent the dent. But yeah, here we are. Yeah, I did try to dress better for the heat of it all. Have to do, like, the selfie for, Twitter. I am trying to avoid VR head dent today. And we're gonna see if this works. I don't know. That's gonna be the tweet. Can we avoid PSVR 2 head dent? And I'm kind of scared to play this game also, because it's supposed to be scary. And then let me see if I have... Okay, let me see if I have... Did I bring the controllers here? I think I did. I gotta see where they are. Here they are. I don't know. I think... I haven't decided. Does anyone know offhand? Like, I don't really know anything about this game. This is the Dark Pictures Switchback VR. It says it's a coaster, but it's also like a shooter, right? Like, if I can sit, I will sit. Because then I can just sit here. Okay, cool. Now I have to see, though, how high or low my head is here. I don't know if I fit. How, like, do I need to lower the camera a little bit? Probably. It's tough to know because I'm not, like, you know what I mean? I should probably bring my gaming chair here, though, instead of this piano bench. So we're gonna see. Y'all might have to help me figure it out because I can't see myself while I'm here. Can I take this chair through here is the thing, too. Ooh, can I get this chair out of here is the thing. Probably not on my own. So, we're gonna do... how do I want to do it? Because the piano bench isn't really, like, that ergonomic is the thing. So my streaming chair would probably be the best thing to do, but I don't think I want to, like, pull it out. And I don't think I have the strength to pull it out. I could use this chair, too. That's also an option. Okay, maybe just this chair. I don't use this chair very often anyway, so at least it'll get some use. Is it tied to anything? Kind of. Hold on. Don't want to break the couple cables that are hooked up here. Okay. It does look like I'm setting up some type of, like, really weird... Oh. Really? Well, let's do the bench then and see if that makes sense. Okay, hold on. Ignore this loud screech. Okay. So I think being, like, here... Okay, let's just go with the piano bench. It'll help me, like, sit up anyway. I don't know if I'm, like, positioned right. And Isaiah's not around right now. He went to like, shower or something. This will give me how tall am I compared to this thing? Only, like, a little bit taller. This is gonna be how I try to measure the height here, because I didn't think about it. Maybe a little bit lower? I don't know if this is how tall I am. This is close to how tall I am, so maybe a little bit lower? Okay. Maybe this. Maybe a little bit lower than even that? Okay. I'm like 1 foot away from the camera, sorry. Okay. Maybe this? That looks pretty good. Let me know if you think this is probably it. Obviously this isn't me. This is me. What do you think? Okay. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, it's not gonna be, like, absolutely perfect, but whew, it'll probably be pretty good. I'm already out of breath from doing this little bit of adjustments, but we're gonna try it out. Okay. So, got the controllers here. Oh. Okay. Get a little bit of coffee in here. Okay. Yeah, VR will really make you realize how washed you actually are, because it's involved. It's a whole setup, is the thing. Okay. And part of that is the fun, but that's also like the light lack of convenience is a bit of a barrier for like, do I want to set all this up right now? Do I want to like change my whole outfit, do this whole thing? But today we do want to do that, and I am excited that we now have a stream setup for VR. Okay, let's get this in here, and then we'll adjust accordingly. Let me know if my mic ever gets too like close to my mouth, where I do notice that if I have words that have the letter like P in them, it's hard not to like have those, burst out. That's just kind of a general like mic struggle, but hopefully you don't get too much of like just me exhaling and breathing. Okay, let's try to get this on here. Hey, what's good? Okay. It says make sure you're oh god, where's the proper controller? Because sometimes like for me at least, and maybe I'm just doing it wrong every time, or maybe it's because I start by turning on the DualSense, it usually like doesn't let me only control with the other controllers. It's like a whole thing. Okay, let's see. Gonna tighten this up a bit. Whew, okay. I am genuinely winded, which is a little bit concerning, but that's okay. We're gonna figure it out. Oh, cool. Honestly, again, like, it's so funny, because, again, I have like so many criticisms of VR and like the current state and all this stuff, but like, honestly, something about like being in VR and having the screen just like right in front of you is very cool. Like, it just remains to be like a really fun thing. Like, it feels a little, I guess maybe if you do it every day, it loses some of the novelty, but it feels kind of new every time. To me, at least. Okay. This is pretty good. I do feel like, I do wonder if these need to be like cleaned a little bit. Ugh, I hate the delay anymore, but oh my god, I can hear the music, and it's a lot. Let me just wipe the lens a tiny bit, and then let me also wipe my glasses lens. And this is probably the only thing that is rough about streaming when you wear glasses, or playing VR when you wear glasses, rather, is that you have two lenses that can be dirty. This isn't as good as if I took a wipe to them, but like, I don't want to do all that right now. Okay, let me put this on the floor actually, so I can stop moving around. Okay. Alright. Thanks for y'all's patience, I appreciate it. It's a whole thing. Also, I gotta put a timer for the laundry. Does it actually? Hold on, I didn't finish tweeting this out, I realized. Because that would be like the coolest thing. Okay, what is it, 45? Let's put this on my watch, because otherwise I'm not gonna want to pick up my phone while I'm in here. Actually, we'll do 30. I feel like it's been a bit. Okay. Where do I want to put my phone? Put it here. Okay, that's so cool. Like, that is very, very cool. Because I feel like part of the reason that I never get, like, the most crisp picture is because I have glasses, but I've also heard from, like, non-glasses people that there's always, like, a little bit of, like, a light blur. Like, just the smallest one. I feel like I don't hear, like, any of the game audio. But now I'm scared it's just gonna all, like, burst into the scene, but... Oh, okay. Well, I'm hearing audio from the console. Alright, and if you watched my stream yesterday, you know that I, was setting this up yesterday. I'm just gonna put this a little bit out of reach. And it remembers the area, so that's cool. Alright. Like, this policy is so blurry in VR. Also, look at how my hand is shaking. Okay, I'm trying to accept, but... Please, I'm hitting X. Oh, you shoot it! Oh, that's cool! Okay. We would like to collect the game... Oh, yeah, that's fine. Take whatever you want. Before you use, health, safety, etc. Let me double check my eyes, though, here. I never adjust this part, but I just feel like it gets moved a little bit. Is it just eye tracking? No, it's the lens thing. Hold on. I just feel like it always gets a little moved when I'm, like, adjusting it, so... I guess it's fine. Let me just see if I can make it a little bit. I always go, like, way too far out and then try to, like, bring it back in. So we have one eye in the middle. Yeah, I know, the little googly eyes. Because it's like, these words are, like, a little bit blurry for me. Like, they just always are. Okay, game contain... okay. Oh. Yeah, I'm, like, I'm a little scared of this. No overheating state. Oh my god. Ah! It doesn't actually look... How good does it look to y'all? Because it doesn't actually look that realistic to me. Which is kind of fine by me, because, like, this is scary. I'm already scared. Nah, this is fucking too much. Nope. Oh my god, they're gonna, like, throw something at me? I'm so scared. Okay, settings. Subtitles. I do like that you shoot the menu. Okay. Oh! Oh, let me know how the audio is, too, for y'all. Let me know if you want me to lower the audio, or, like... I can technically raise it on my OBS. It's a little loud. Interesting. Okay. Let's put it to 80. I will say, I don't think I've... Hold on, sorry, I have to cough. Excuse me. Experience the ride with a bounce. Oh, there are 2 nightmare modes. Okay. I'm so tempted to do story. Let's do survival. Can I change it at any time? Yeah, the laundry stream. I am indeed doing laundry during this stream. Fuck. Ah! Why did that scare? It's like, it was regular time. Okay, cool. We'll do 70. Oh, does it not let me do it? Oh, weird. Okay, good, close enough to 70. It's just trippy being, like, so close. It's a bit much. Okay, I'm gonna be alright now. I don't have any hands here, though, in the game. See, I wish I had hands.
It's me, Charlotte. I guess you must be in a dead zone or something. I just wanted to say.
I know, it does have that vibe, doesn't it?
I didn't think you'd come. Not after that.
Ooh!
Oh, what the fuck?
The fact that I'm so tall in the game and not at all in real life is a bit distracting to me.
Fucking hell. What I'm trying to say.
Yo, everything's fucking scary. Cause I'm just waiting for the shoe to drop.
If I'm being honest,
I hate that the subtitles are like so low.
The Inferno was Dad's favorite ride in the theme park. Going back there together, it'll be like being with him again.
Ugh. Oh, I'm so scared. No. Also, some of the I've played like a lot of the Dark Pictures, not all of them, but some of them are like so scary. I mean, is this just like a load screen? Like what's going on here? Or does it know like if I close my eyes for too long? Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm like kind of being a punk ass bitch in this game because I am scared and I want to be able to play it. Okay. Okay. Oh, you like feel the drop. I know that's like weird to say, but you do. It does make your like head feel like a little bit lightheaded for a second.
Welcome to Inferno's ride.
Nah, bitch. I'm gonna be so scared when Isaiah walks in.
We hope you enjoy your journey.
Oh, okay. Gun and flashlight. Seemingly unlimited ammo. 2 guns. Okay. I hope it's unlimited ammo because I've already shot like a couple times. Oh fuck. Okay, I like this. Okay, and then it says shake your guns or X to reload. I think X makes more sense than just shaking the guns. And then it's like the bot, whatever the bot was, the bottom circle on here. It's the controller split in half, but I kind of forget like the buttons, to be honest. Okay, am I not the rootinest, tootinest? Okay, so seemingly unlimited ammo. Woo! You really feel it, it's so weird. Okay, so this is like tutorial area. Fun tutorial. So what do they want? I'm trying to see how much you can like look through like the little thing. In case it wasn't painfully obvious, I've never shot a gun in real life. So I can't really tell you like much about like, oh yeah, this is what it was. Trophy hunter. Oh. Oh, I've never shot a gun. Oh shit, I think I fucking got hit. Yeah, whoever, and again, sorry if I forget names, just because, you know, I'm not seeing chat, I just have it read to me. Whoever said that, like, no arms on the chair is the best, totally nailed it. Like, I mean, having arms wouldn't have been, like, the worst since they weren't that high, but I think actually being on, like, a stool or being on a sofa, or, like, a chair without, just, like, an unarmed chair is the kind of go-to here. Okay. I'm scared, though. Oh, no, they're gonna do some crazy shit. Nope. Nope, because, like, it's also, like, a horror ride, so that's the thing. Woo! Oh, my God. It's scary. Like, my hands are sweating. Like, my palms are sweaty, because I just know they're gonna, like... Where's my gun? Bitch! Ah! Okay. Where did my guns go? Oh. Okay! I feel like my big-ass head just... Okay. Oh, they said to do something for that. If I ever miss anything, like, just let me know in the chat, like, what the stuff is. Because I feel like I was supposed to do something with that one, and I don't know what it was. Why was this your dad's favorite ride? Like, what the fuck happened to your dad, man? Okay. I guess if this was, like, Disney, it'd be less scary, you know? It's the curator, my man. I'm such a stan for these games. Oh shit, you pick which way to go. Oh. Okay, fuck. I didn't realize that. I just like shot at the first thing I saw. I'm such a stan for this series, even though the series is kind of like middling for the most part. Okay, I'm gonna go to the right. Oh shit, I guess I'm going to the left. Never mind. This is cool though, because there's like some replay value then to like going to different sides of the ride. Nice. Yeah, I kind of assumed as much, right? Like, it just kind of makes sense. Oh. I want to be able to shoot the heads, but I can't. I'm not good enough at them. Wait, what is this? Oh, it's like... Oh! You can get, like, a different gun. It's like freaking Super Mario Sunshine. Where you have, like, the different nozzles for flood that you can pick up. I don't know. I doubt anyone else is making that connection here, but... It's full 360, too. So it's like you can look behind you and all that. Oh, there's more. Yeah, y'all remember that part of the game, right?
I know you and I haven't been exactly close for a while now.
I'm just gonna see if I can make the stuff bigger. Can I make the subtitles bigger, though? No? Okay. That is what it is. Another day in the life. So at the risk of jinxing it, so far, not too terrible in terms of frights. I'm sure there's like more up their sleeve and some jump scares, of course, but so far it's just fun. I know, but it's already made, so you can't really jinx it. Like is a car coming? Oh shit! Welcome to Inferno Survivor. I think this is just a load screen. Not really. I'm just like an easily scared person. Okay, so Shara says, honestly, hope isn't a sign of things to come.
So, the important question.
Question of the day.
Where on the Inferno
Do I still have my guns? Just why are the subtitles so low? I don't know how it looks for you guys, but they're like at the bottom of the floor for me. Just give me a call and it's safe. I'm like reading them because I don't know if you guys can even hear them, because I can't hear them really. Fuck, something's gonna pop in my face. I fucking know it, bitch. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Yeah. I think this is just a load, yes? It's just like a fancier load. Like I can shoot this while it loads. I will say if these are always loads, there's kind of a bit of loading. I'm not gonna front. Yeah, like this is just a load, right?
I honestly hope it isn't a sign of things to come.
Yeah, for me they're just like so low to the, like they're at the bottom of like my headset. Maybe if I put my head up when I read them, they'll be better. I don't know. Bug! Oh, I got it. I got it. I do think that this is like such a weird comparison, but yeah, for sure. Okay, that guy's fucking not dead. That's for sure. Or he's a red herring, and someone else is gonna pop while I'm fucking looking at him. Nah, bitch. Hey, this is from the other game. No, I'm right-handed. Okay, so this is from Man of Medan, if y'all played that from Dark Pictures. Scared to go in here. Is this the fortune teller from the quarry? Fuck. Luckily they move slow as shit because... Just don't make me turn around because I don't want to do all that. You know what? They're not gonna get out. They're totally. It's fine. Ah! No. Okay, heart rate's definitely up. I actually don't know offhand if someone can look that up. I assume it is. Oh god. Ah! That's what I'm guessing. Fucking bitch. No, it's a different game. It's definitely a different game. Shit, bitch. Alright. Fuck. Ah! Yeah, I never played Rush of Blood, actually. I got PSVR 1 pretty late into the, I don't know if I want to call it a generation, but pretty late. Like, I didn't get it when it first came out. But I did dig into a lot of the, like, hits of the platform. Again, I'm not a big scary games person. I do love... Oh, it's already down, duh. I do love, their pictures stuff, though. Woo! Oh my god, it does make you, like, dizzy. This is definitely fun. I don't know how, like, I don't have, like, a big critical opinion yet of, like, what do I score it or anything. But we'll see. I don't know how long it is. Someone can feel free to tell me how long the game is. I don't mind that as a spoiler, because I'm curious if we can beat it on stream today. But so far, I really enjoy it. Oh! It does feel like a longer, scary version of the Buzz Lightyear ride at Disney, but I like the Buzz Lightyear ride at Disney. Like, that's kind of my comparison point. Disney Florida, at least. I don't know if the LA one has it, but... Oh, okay. That's actually longer than I thought it would be. So we might not be able to finish that, but we're gonna keep playing. See how it goes. It seems like a long time to be on this ride, is my only thing. What is the price point offhand? Is it full 60? Is it a 40? Is it a 50? Yeah. Okay, cool. Woof. Also the jump scare, and granted, I have, like, the audio's, like, a little turned down for me. Like, I know you guys hear, like, kind of a different audio experience than I do. Like, for me, the game isn't that loud right now for me, which is kind of for the best. Like, I would never do fucking headphones if I wasn't streaming for VR. It's just a little too immersive for me, a little too scary for me. Again, I don't really enjoy being scared, as much as someone that's, like, a big horror buff, but I'm not opposed to being scared. It's just that I don't do, like, a lot of horror because it's, like, a little much for me. But, you know, I'll play, like, Resident Evil, I'll play, like, the Dark Pictures games, like, a fun spooky time. I enjoy spookiness to a degree. These bitches are gonna be everywhere. You fucking assholes. I just fucking know it. Fuck. Oh, God. Oh, well, that took care of that. I will say the graphics aren't, like, that wavy. Like, this doesn't look as good as, like, Horizon, for instance. Oh, do I have to shoot all these rats? And that makes it a little bit less scary to me. Again, it might look a little bit nicer to you guys because you're, like, watching the feed of the game and I'm, like, in the game. But, like, this is, like, pretty blurry. Like, it kind of looks like a really, really good, like, not 360, that's a little dramatic. But it feels like a really, like, either a really good 2 gens ago game or an okay last gen game. Like, shit. Ooh, so spooky. I saw him in the fucking mirror. Oh, they're coming through that, so it's not a mirror, it's a fucking hole. Okay. Bitch. Where are you at? Yeah, like, it isn't, you know, and it's not like it's bad looking, but it's not, you know, amazing or anything. I don't think, like, I'd show this off and be like, look how good VR looks. It looks fine, though. It's not like it's ugly, but it's, you know, a little more jagged, a bit more blurry, a little low res. Like, again, it's hard for me to know exactly how you guys see it, because you guys always see, like, a cleaner version because you're not in the headset. Yeah, I think the looks are, like, passable, but not impressive. Yeah, I mean, definitely, I think the artistic style is pretty common. But even just like the look, like the blood drippings kind of like, you know, it kind of just looks like strings falling down that are red. Like, I know what it's supposed to be, but it doesn't feel like it is what it is, you know? Ooh, I feel like they're gonna do a shout or something. Gross, 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 gross. Yeah. So I feel like for the platform, it's like, oh, it's fine. It still isn't good looking as Horizon, for instance, but also Horizon's like a PlayStation first-party game. So the bar's also kind of higher, I feel like, on what you'd expect or what you'd want from a game like that. And this thing lives really fucking long. I wish you could, it felt like you could touch that, you know, you like are in it. Obviously talking also helps with being a little less scared. But yeah, this is fun. And to the point of like, oh, the price point feels high for what it is. Obviously it's gonna vary person to person. You know, I'm not y'all, I'm not your wallet. One thing I will say as far as though like that idea for PSVR, at least specifically, to me, and again, gonna sound kind of mean, but like the platform just came out. We're looking for content. So far from playing this, while I get maybe not, you know, being in the mood for it, I want to pick it up for what it is, whatever, like that might be your conclusion regardless. But I feel like it's a little bit less of an issue with VR because there's so few experiences that it's like, I'm just gonna have whatever, you know? To like blink into it, you know? I feel like if you have PSVR 2, you probably weren't that concerned about bang for your buck to begin with, is my thing. Because like if you were, like you might like, you know, wait a little bit longer. Like it's a high price point in general, you know, it's an expensive item, it's an expensive piece of tech. So my guess is most people that got PSVR 2, they're kind of all in. They're probably gonna like hit up whatever the biggest thing is because they have the platform now, and they want to use it. You know, they want to have like fun times. You want to get your money's worth, even if that involves spending more money, because inherently, like it comes with a bunch of games, right? You don't have games. Fuck. Oh my god, I'm like running out of bullets in this gun. Okay, here we go. But yeah, it's pretty fun. I will say if it's just this one ride, again, the 4 to 6 hours, it's a lot of time to be in VR, so I'm not sure if there's going to be, like, a natural, like, pause point, stopping point within the game. Because that's what I would want. I mean, obviously, like, you can have, like, long content, whatever. Like, most people want longer games. Shoot the valve. Did I not shoot the valve already? Okay, there it goes. Alright, this is where we could get caught up. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh no, I'm bad at the game! No! Okay, did I turn off both the valves? Yes, okay. How do I do this? Oh, cool! Thanks for the raid. Who was it? I did hear something, but I didn't realize there was a raid. Oh my god, this thing is on fire. I don't know how to turn it off. But welcome in, raiders. My name is Jen Garcia, aka Gameonysus. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. The oil needs to reach the valve system. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, thanks. What were y'all getting up to? What were y'all playing? Wait, so the oil needs to reach like all the valves at the same time? Okay. Thank God they didn't just like push me through that because I would have died. But yeah, variety streamer on Twitch. Today's best of 2023 watch, where we play the latest games in search of the greatest games of the year. Today we are playing Switchback VR. Oh, how was that? I'm kind of interested in that game. It looks ridiculous. but in a way that's like super fun. As soon as I saw all the dinosaurs falling out of the sky, I was kind of sold on that game. Shoot him in the butt. Okay, he got hit in the butt like 80 times. So I don't know why he's still alive, but I do like being seated for VR. But I don't like being seated in games where I'm like canonically in a chair. This works. This makes sense. But yeah, we're playing some Switchback, and then I'm gonna play some Bayonetta Origins as well. It came out, when did it come out? Yeah, it kind of does have that vibe. I know reviews just dropped for it. I think it came out today, right? This came out like yesterday. That is good. I think, you know, you got the rumble mostly in the controllers. Damn. Boss vibes. Okay. There's like a little bit like you duck around a little bit. Ew. There's been a standout. I mean, I think they all have incorporated haptics pretty well. My favorite VR game is still just What the Bat. Next to like Before Your Eyes also. Well, I guess Before Your Eyes is like the best game on PSVR 2. Oh my god, there's so many people here. Well, I guess I can just hold the gun down. Jesus. I haven't really had any beef with how any of them incorporate their haptics, other than not always being the biggest fan of the oh my gosh, I'm like running out of ammo. I'm dying. I'm dying. Okay, hold on. Please. Other than like the headband stuff is a little bit. No, I don't think so. But I will say, I don't really think like the haptics are like the end-all, be-all big moment for the console. I feel like just the holistic experience and like the immersive nature of VR is what I'm looking for. Like, I'm not personally like, oh, who's gonna have like the best use of the Sense controllers necessarily. But I can see why people might be like on the lookout for that, because it is one of the big differentiators between it and like other VR platforms. Let me play the piano. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. Hold on, let me, real quick. It's been 30 minutes. I'll do like a 10-minute timer, and then I'll go get my laundry. I'm almost done doing laundry. I was in the middle of, here goes. One of the loads, so I won't first the piano. Hazard your shoe, I'm gonna do, okay. Again, why are the subtitles like so low? They're like right down here. Oh, we gotta help him. Shit. Okay. This wasn't right. Give me a second, I can help him. I have a, was it Stream Chat bot or something? is reading chat to me. Let's see. Hey, yeah, he's free! Ignore the fact that the DualSense is disconnected. That's just a regular controller, not the one. Okay, yeah! We did it! But at what cost? Whew. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, and you can just connect your Twitch to it. I think you can use it for like other things too, but okay, obviously. Oh, maybe I have to shoot the locks off. Yeah, that makes sense. That was my bad. Okay, I wonder if this is gonna be like kind of a pause point then, or if like that was my pause point. Oh yeah, see, Maiden Voyage Survivor. Okay, cool. Okay, this might be where I end up taking a little break then. No, not really, in the sense that, I mean, you have the curator. You have the curator, you have, you know, some level of choices where you can, like, go down different tracks, like, in the thing. But it's not really, like, a choice-based game. It's, like, a very different style than what they, like, have typically done. Okay, I'm gonna do a BRB real quick. I don't know if this is helping the VR forehead. I think I'm still getting it, and now just in different spots. But I'm gonna lower the thing and see what it's like. Could work in a rom-com. I think so. They have games like that. Okay. Yeah. And they do have, like, stuff from the, sorry, also my head's cut off here because I'm standing now. They do have stuff from the other games, like, in there. So, there you go. So the head-end issue now is, like, I didn't have it pulled down enough. So I still have, like, a little bit, but I do think it's a little better. I'm gonna try to maybe, like, retie it and make it, like, wider and see if that helps. But we're gonna do, like, see what it's like when we're, like, done playing this game and how that turns out. I'm gonna test with the BRB screen just because it's easier than the intermission, since the intermission just shows this area. I'll be back in, like, 5-ish minutes. Part to take a break, but also switch over my laundry for a second. So hang tight, and I will be right back once I click on this. There we go. Also, I just realized that I keep leaving the game audio running in the background while I have the BRB screen, and then it's like you hear both, and it's weird. Also, Eddie composed the song that's for the BRB screen. In case you didn't know. Is that one of the ones you made, like, in Little Big Planet? I don't remember if it was or not, but... Whew. But yeah, laundry is moved over. We're now on the towels, you know, in case people are keeping track at home. Okay. Alright, we got some water going. I expanded the headband a bit. I think it's still going to end up leaving marks. But I think the marks will be, like, a little bit less intense. Or, like, more spread out. Exactly. Okay, let's see. Whew. So back in. It's not too bad. It's a little less scary than I was afraid that it would be. Definitely, like, a bit much. And again, horror in VR is, like, a whole nother animal. So, hold on. Just try to get this back in here. Okay. Getting the headset back on. Just gonna take a few seconds here. Okay. Oh my gosh, it looks so, like, blur. Okay, here it goes. Maybe this will be better. Something like that. Sure. And I need the pastor just to grab my controllers for my piano. It's a little bit, like, funky in the back for me because I have the bandana. I also have my hair tied, but the tie's a little bit lower. No, I cannot. A couple people have actually asked me that. I imagine that if you have a low enough prescription, it'd be fine. But because it really is just, like, you know, putting you into the world, if you put me into a world without my glasses, like, I cannot see. Unfortunately. I'm sure people that have, like, much more mild prescriptions don't need, glasses. Like, Isaiah wears glasses, but his prescription's, like, really mild. Like, he could just... Like, I think he wears them pretty much whenever he drives, but other than that, he can just, like, not wear them. Like, he wears them pretty often just to have them, because, like, why not? But he does not need them. Like, he can go, like, the whole day not wearing his glasses and be fine. Like, I can't see, like, anything. Well, at least, so I definitely need the glasses. But especially here, and I know it's, like, a memory, but it has, like, that fogged look to it. Like, it doesn't really work well. Interesting. Do you have PSVR 2? I'm curious, like, I wonder what causes that. I do wish that, like, it's cool that you can spin the medallion, but I wish they had more for the load screens. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for stopping in, Names. I appreciate it. Okay. It's me just scratching my face, but okay. Oh, we can close the doors with this, I think. Oh, shit. Nice. Anything in particular you're looking forward to playing, or just, like, a VR fan in general and want, like, the next thing in VR? For me, Horizon was definitely, like, the inadvertent system... This is a curator. Inadvertent system seller for me. Obviously, I ended up getting it through Kind of Funny for the review. Oh, hold on. I think I'm a little too close. Oh, gosh. Like, that door was, like, falling on me. Let me back up a little bit, just to give myself a little more space. Whoop. Okay. But if that wasn't the case, I was just gonna buy it. And part of that was, like, you know, Horizon. Part of it, of course, is my job and wanting to cover stuff, especially, like, everything that's PlayStation. Like, I don't want to be, like, left out of that coverage. But also, too, like, I like VR, generally. So this is, like, where you can kind of choose which way to go. Ooh, they're, like, laughing, like, right in your ear. Like, I had VR 1. I have an Oculus Quest 1. which I really didn't play too much on the Quest, and then the Quest 2 came out, like, shortly after I got the Quest 1. Wait, why did I act like they can hear my mic? Because it said keep quiet, and I was like, let me stop talking. Okay, so I'm not gonna shoot anything then, because they told me to keep quiet. Scary dogs. I think dogs are actually one of the most terrifying horror creatures. Like, the Resident Evil 1 dogs haunted me. Okay, they told me to be quiet, so I'm not gonna shoot them. Oh shit! They told me to be quiet! Oh! What the fuck? Yo, they led me astray! Okay, I feel like...
Death won't come to you now.
I mean, I feel like they kind of fucked me over in that. Because I thought it was like a be quiet stealth vibes, you know? Not like a... Okay, that's fair, you know? I don't know. I'm a little salty about that. Like, I saw them coming at me, and I'm like, I probably have to shoot them, but at the same time, like, maybe it'll be fine. Okay, well. Run it back. First death. First death. They say keep quiet, but then they end up attacking me anyway. So what's the difference? Yeah, that makes sense though. Cool to get your kid a Steam Deck though. That's fun. I definitely am happy with my choice to not buy the Steam Deck from a financial standpoint and also from a time standpoint. There are so many games that I'm like behind on all the time. I'm like, do I need another way to not play games that I have that I can play that I probably won't be playing? I don't think so. But now that I've started really like playing on the Steam Deck because Isaiah has one, maybe it's like they see the guns or something. I'm not. Oh, no. Shit, man, they're fucking strong as fuck, bro. Yo, man, I'm firing with everything I have at these dogs. When you see these dogs in your front yard, okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. But yeah, like now that I'm playing on the Steam Deck, like I'm having a really good time with it. And I kind of want my own now, but that'll be like way down the line. I'm playing Potion Craft on it. Yeah, bing bong. Fuck your life. Okay. Just in case, just a precaution. Yo, I'm fucking killing it right now, bitch. What? What you mean? What? Fuck. Okay, there we go. Okay, he ran like way too fast for no reason. Oh my god. I'm trying to like make sure the cord isn't like on me at all. Okay, they do have like some light stop points though. I think basically whenever you're back on the train, you know? It's like a new part of the ride. Sorry, I have to like... Let me just pause it because I have to scratch like my face. And I'm trying not to touch the mic when I do that, but... Okay. I'm also trying to keep the mic kind of away from my mouth because I feel like otherwise I'm just kind of breathing into it. Okay. Alright, so this says some shit. It's upside down, right? I don't know. Oh, there's... I hate how, like, at times they, like, take away your guns. Ew, gross. Forbidden high five. So here I'm getting haptics on the headset. Like, I don't know. Am I supposed to avoid them? Can I touch them? Oh! Oh, I think I have to avoid them. Because my head got kind of bloody from that. Oh shit, what if it just drops out underneath you right now? It's gonna be that or like a scream. This is like that fucking Greg Miller pause, bitch. Like, or are they gonna pull me back? Ah! I was expecting something, but it still did scare me a bit. I'm not gonna front. Okay. Woo! The haptics on the head can be a bit much. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Alright, we're doing good. We're doing good. Oh shit. Is that bad for you? Like, I don't know. Also, do they want me to shoot everything, but like I get extra points for the stuff with the markings? Or I guess we can look at 9450. I only have my guns anymore now. Fuck. God damn it. Okay. No gun. I do hate when they take the gun away. Okay. Ooh! Fuck no. Yeah, I'm covering the screen, bitch. I don't care. Nah, bye. She's strong. I mean, I'm shooting her right in the head. Okay. She's really fucking strong, man. Also, the way she like it's a little funny. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little goofy. Shit. It's pretty low, I think. Am I like not doing this right? Okay. And we're just gonna like whoop. In fact, that should have made a squishy sound, but it's like, oh, she's scary, then she's hot, then she's scary. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I forgot the finer details of that plot. Let's see. Okay, so shooting anything will give you points. I thought it was just the stuff that had stuff on it. Well, we could have been getting like way more points then. Oops. Never mind. I misunderstood. That is kind of classic Dark Pictures, too. Man, we could have had a way higher score this whole time then. That's so funny. Oops. Do you guys put your hands up when you are on a roller coaster? I pretty much try to every time, but you know, it is scary. Oh shit, hold on. Whee! Okay, different kinds of guns. Shit, why is there blood on me? Oh. Too busy shooting. So she's the new, like, mermaid lady. I think these can hurt me. I don't know. That's fair. I think a lot of people have that. Maybe I'm supposed to use that gun for this part? Shit. Okay. So now this gun's like different, yes? Like, I guess. Like, I don't know. Shit. I don't know. I mean, I think those sections are a little less compelling. Just like bullet sponge moment. And now that I know you can like hit everything for points, we're gonna hit everything. Okay. Can I not like hit this table? Oh, I guess the table doesn't break. It does have some limited ammo. Okay. Gargoyle. Maybe not everything, but a lot of things. See how far out can I? Hold on. Maybe I can move a little bit to. I guess it's fine. It's fine. Okay. It's the curator. You bitch. All right. Oh,
Not yet.
okay. Ah, bitch. I mean, I probably shouldn't. You're probably not even bad, but sorry. This is all I know. All I know is shooting on this ride. All right. Oh shit. Ah! Oh, it's probably just that one. That's probably the only one that matters. I mean, maybe it's not, I don't know. Reload. Reload, reload, reload. Oh, damn, back to my fucking regular gun. Okay, I gotta wait for it to get close to her to, like, have it do, like, damage like that. Oh no, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. Okay. Okay. My finger's getting kind of tired of pulling the trigger over and over again. Oh. Yeah, what's up, gamers? How's it going? Thanks for being here. This is Switchback VR. Bitch. Hold on, hold on. There it was. And like the stuff's just so spongy. Like it's a bit too spongy. Oh my god. Ugh! Okay. Just die already. I don't even know if I need to do this part, but... Okay. Oh, the arm workout. Yeah, I have no idea. And they don't really give you a lot of like feedback on when you're doing damage. I think it's really just survive and hit the explosive barrel. You know, but... Alright. Oh, hold on. I feel like I'm breathing into my mic. Give me a second. Let me try to... pull the mic... Okay! Another score! Woo! Okay. I am hoping for like slightly more distinctive areas so far. It has been a lot of like, maybe it's because we've kind of only done like the Man of Medan stuff, or maybe that's the whole point of this section of the game. Okay, so boom. Oh, they show like a thing. Okay, haunted journey so far. Okay, cool. And then you get to see like, I went this way instead of this way. Then I went this way instead of this way. And then they converge. This is just auto going, but... I think that's the vibe I get so far. Like, the area I was in was very, like, Man of Medan. Like, they even had, like, stuff from that game in there. But I don't know if that's, like, all how it is. So I guess this is actually the first bit here. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Hold on. Whew. So it says, for choices, you didn't shoot the crystal ball in the market. You didn't shoot the ghost in the mirror. You shot the ghost on... Oh, no, I didn't shoot the ghost in the mirror. You didn't sink the driving boat. Anthony saved in the haunted ship. Okay, cool. So I saved Anthony. I made it rain blood. I saw the sailor in the vent. Oh, yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I did actually like seeing the sailor in the vent. That was cool. You shot the rat on the cargo hold. Cool. That's me. I feel like my stats are so fucking low because I didn't know you could shoot everything. Do I even have any friend stats? World stats. Okay. People are going like hard as fuck in the world stats. Look, I didn't know what was going on when I first played this, okay? So don't at me. I thought it was only the marked stuff. Okay, so this is the first real like pause point then, I guess. But also speaking of pause points, let me see how much time I have left on my thing. 22 minutes? Yeah, I mean, I think I'm doing okay. I think I can, let me drink a little bit of water and then we'll see if we can get through maybe like another level or something. I think I would finish this because it's like fun enough. Hold on. But it's not like hot fire. Yeah, for sure. I agree. Again, for me, I don't like sitting in VR unless like my character is sitting in VR. So since this is like, let me set up a little bit. Since this is a coaster game, maybe I'll do a little stretch. Oh, also, I don't know if y'all can see the bottom of these, but these shorts are Devolver Digital. They're athletic line. Yeah, like it's cool. It's hard for me to imagine someone buying this and being like, no, fuck this, like, I regret buying this or something. But at the same time, like, it's not hot fire, but I am having fun. I think it's cool. The only stuff that I don't like in the game, because I feel like the game very much, it is what it says it is, and I think it achieves that pretty well. Like, oh, it's a horror coaster. It absolutely is. I think the only parts that are kind of weak, yes, it's very arcadey. This is like, again, to Greg's point, the Dave & Buster's vacation of PSVR 2 experiences and VR experiences in general. Like, it's very much like that. I do think that, what was I gonna say? Now I can't remember. Let me think a bit. Let me think for a bit. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Like, you won't be disappointed getting this, but it's not like a must play. It's kind of here's what I was gonna say. The only thing that I don't think is good about the game is, like, I think the game's at its best when it's very much horror roller coaster. Like, we're there, we're hanging out, like, oh, there's twists, there's turns, you're shooting, and then they, like, pull you somewhere else. And maybe they don't want to make you too nauseous by, like, moving you around too much. But I do think that the stuff where it's like I'm just pouring into like a boss or like a pseudo boss is boring. Like, it's not scary, it's not that fun to do. I find it a little bit like lightly unintuitive. I don't think I'll be able to drink coffee while being in here, but maybe I can. Let's see. Good point. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not the biggest rail shooter person. Yeah. I'm not the biggest rail shooter person either, so it's like, okay. Point made, right? But yeah, I think, again, it's fun, but even with what they have, I could see ways it could be a little bit better. I want more of like a coaster vibe. And again, maybe they didn't want you to feel like too sick. But even like, again, having these big moments where it's like, I'm standing here and I'm just shooting a boss with like an AK. I mean, it's not an AK, it's like a, whatever, it's like a tiny automatic gun, right? It's like, that's not that interesting to me. Sorry, I'm like breathing on my mic. I'm trying to like clear my sinuses. Yeah, I like the choice part. I wish the choices were a little bit more interesting than left or right. I'd like the info on like, oh, did you shoot this? Did you see this thing? And the score aspect like gives you plenty to do while you're playing. Like, shooting these things is fun. The gunplay feels good. Whew. I feel like every time I exhale, it hears in my mic, and I don't know how to stop that. Okay, and like, this one is the fucking college one, right? Is that what's the name of that one? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Not House of Ashes, the other one. Not Man of Bandana, House of Ashes, the other one. Yes, Little Hope. I think this one's Little Hope. You know, we always click this. Let's just not. Let's just not. Like, I always shoot whatever's there. See, I hate the little breathing sound. I think it's Little Hope. Yep, totally Little Hope. Little Hope confirmed. I actually really liked, well, really is strong. I enjoyed Little Hope. I think my favorite one of the Dark Pictures so far is House of Ashes, even though it's like pretty spicy in its content. Like, you're gonna pull this off? Woo! But actually, like, they got really fucking weird with House of Ashes. I feel like House of Ashes sounded like it was gonna be really head-ass because it was, like, about the Iraq War and shit, or the war in Afghanistan. But I think they did, like, really good shit with it. Like, genuinely, I really enjoyed that game. I think that was their best of the anthology so far. I haven't played, what is it called? The Devil in Me yet, though I heard that had, like, a lot of performance issues. I'm scared, genuinely. This fog is fucking scaring the shit out of me. Bitch, nah. I ain't even looking at these motherfuckers. I'm just... I don't want to see your face. I'm just gonna... Oh! And you know what's funny about that? Like, nothing anyone says is gonna stop me from playing The Devil in Me. Because I'm just so bought into, like, Dark Picture. Like, I am part of fucking Dark Pictures at this point. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm married to the franchise. I didn't make it. I'm not even involved. I don't even know who anyone involved in making it. I haven't done any work on it. Yeah. But yeah, I'm ready for that to flop for me. I am really enjoying the quarry though. Woo! Like this part is so fun. And if they did this all the time, I would be throwing up. But like, it's so fun. Whee! But yeah, the quarry is super fun. Thanks for the whatever that was. I guess I don't know what it is. The only alert sound that I have that's specific is my sub one. The other ones are just like that ping for like everything. Whoop. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Well, thanks for the follow. A little bit. I know, right? I've been needing to vary the sounds in general. And one thing I want to add in, which I think I can do through Mix It Up, is like making sounds for like channel points. Appreciate it. Someone has to. It's me and Jeff. I'm holding down the fort now. I just know they're going to put some shit in my face, and I'm putting my hand up, and I don't care. I do not care. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Don't show it to me. Okay, it says die on the corner. Maybe it says diet. I don't know. Nah. I just know they're gonna show me something bad. Okay, that's not too bad. That could have been worse. That could have been worse. But he's gonna pop up again, like at a different angle. Or some shit. Oh! Ah, gross. Killer bat. Ah, fuck these. The animals are the fucking hardest thing to shoot. Whew. Ah! See, this stuff, this is when it's like at its best. It's like we got some stuff to shoot on the sides. Oh shit, we're going kind of fast. Scary things will happen. When it feels like scary Disney, that's when it's fun. When I'm just standing here like pouring bullets into something, like that's a little less compelling to me. Oh yeah, I think I started this thought and didn't finish it, but the quarry, I'm still playing that. I'm partway through it. No spoilers, please. And I really like that one, even though there's some beefs I have with like the plot holes. Bitch. I don't know. I mean, I do know they at one point had aspects of an exclusivity deal. I think that's expired already. Whew. Yeah, I'm excited for that. And I forgot they said they were doing chapter 2 of Dark Pictures, but they need to like be done with Dark Pictures. The curator. Oh! Oh shit, I can duck. Just kidding. Okay. Could I have always ducked? Could I have dodged that train earlier too? Interesting. Yeah, there's some stuff about it that I'm like, why is this way? But generally, I'm enjoying it a lot. Oh, that's so weird. That's impressive, honestly, because I think I didn't feel like the performances really waned. It's more of like there are plot points that are kind of, fucking, oh my god, bitch, there's a lot of bats. I do think VR makes me swear more than other gaming experiences. Oh man, I just know they're gonna, maybe they won't see me if I don't put the lights on. Shit. Oh, they see me, yeah, for sure. Don't perceive me! Oh, these are like the souped up bats. Okay. Oh shit, he dodged! Oh! They dodge rolling. Oh shit, I ran out of ammo on this gun. Oh, they're going fast as hell. Okay. Oh! Ooh! Oh gosh. Okay. My goodness, my stars. Woo! Okay. Spooky playground. Nah. Y'all stop it. And they took my guns away again. Okay, so I shot at you before. Maybe you're not evil at all. Maybe you're like a friend. Maybe not. Maybe not friend. Give me back my guns. Give me back my gun. Thank you. Shoot, 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 shoot. Shit, what the fuck? Okay. I don't think so. Okay, let's go the other way. I don't really recognize that character, if I'm being honest. I don't know if I'm supposed to, or... Okay. Got him. Got it. Oh. Ooh. Shit. Oh shit! Damn, y'all wildin' out! Okay, hold on. Shit. Oh! It burns! Oh! Oh no, I definitely fell into both of them, everything. Girl. Oh. Oh, you can shoot the fire. Okay. That's way different. Hold on. I thought I would just have to dodge it. Oh my god. Okay. Woo! Oh my god, my breathing. Okay. Whew. Yeah, hell yeah. What's up, Joe? How's it going? Hello, Joel. Whee! Oh, shit! Okay. Okay. What? Damn. That is true. You're not wrong. Nah, bitch. Die. It's a great day to do laundry because it's Friday and then you don't have to do it on the weekend. The full, proper weekend. So let me know in the chat, do you consider Friday to be the weekend? Oh, shit. Alright. Okay, I'm glad we have this area, though. Obviously, Little Hope is a different art style than Madame, but... Wow. What a perspective. Ah! Oh, that's so cool. Shit. Ah! That's definitely rough. Going from Friday to no Friday. Oh, big head. Attack on Titan vibes. That'd be fucking scary as fucking VR. Nice. Shit. Okay, reload the guns. Ah, why does they just run sometimes really fast? But yeah, this is cool, different setting. I love a good like house setting. Shit, should I look around? Bitch. Oh! Shit. Bitch, what's going on? Okay. Fuck. Oh my god, that'd be too much. Haunting House is really fucking scary. I want to go back and like finish watching it, but it's a lot. Whee! Okay. Whew. Yeah, I think that is what I heard as well. Oops, sorry. That was an accident. But also, I can just try to breathe a bit here. Ooh. Okay, let me go back to... Oh, they put the gun on this hand. Okay. I do get worried I'm going to hit reload last checkpoint by accident. Ooh, I think this is the end. Okay, I think that was the end of the section. Cool. Hey, that was like way shorter. I don't think they're gonna show me the whole like path though. I think that's only for like when you finish bigger sections. I think this is like a mid section or something. Oh, it's like whatever hand I think I like pull the trigger on. Yeah, it's like whatever hand you like choose to. Like whatever you pull the trigger and the gun will just appear. Okay, let me see. That's what I want, because I'm feeling like I'm kind of good at this point. This might have already gone off and I didn't notice it. Oh, 45 seconds. Okay. Cool. I mean, where are we at total time-wise? Actually, I can just look at it through the PlayStation thing. Okay, let me see. If I go home, I can. Oh, 2:18. I already see it. Okay. So what I start like around 12:30. Okay, yeah, I think this is like a good stopping point for this game. Let me do a whole little thing about it before we move on to switch over. Okay, so, and then let me, there we go. So this was the Dark Pictures Switchback VR. does it say how far I am into the game? It does not. I'm like, I don't know, well, I'm like a little bit under 2 hours into like a 4 or 6 hours, so I'm maybe like a third or a fourth into the game. Overall, it was cool. It was fun. Definitely arcadey. Thank you. Definitely, a bit scary. Not too scary. Like, if you can handle some horror, but you're kind of a little bit of a punk bitch like me, I think you can handle this. So that's my, like, horror take. I think it's pretty mild so far in the horror. Not too bad, especially if you're, like, there talking to somebody or something. You know, you can work through it. It's not too bad. The highlights is fun coaster House of Dead vibes. The lowlights are spongy boss-like encounters. I think it's, and probably like graphics leave a bit, long load times I think are worse than the graphics. Even though like all of those things are justified in the difficulty it is to make like something in VR. But that would be my take for like the highlights and the lowlights. Overall, I think this is, as long as you're like fine with like some aspects of horror, this is a fun one to have in your collection. Like, I am enjoying playing it. I think it's super solid. Again, the PS VR 2 library is still really small because it is just starting out. And a lot of stuff is like ported over. So as far as new experiences to be had, like if you're out there seeking that, especially if you are a VR enthusiast who has had VR on other platforms or played some of the other hit VR games, I think this is a good one to pick up. But it's not like moving heaven and earth or anything like that, right? It's like, it's fine. I think I would give it like, it's probably like good. Like, oh, it's good. It's probably a little better than okay. It's not great, but it's fun. I enjoyed my time with it. I do plan to see it through. I don't know if I'll see it through for a stream or like just do that on my own. I might just do it on my own kind of thing. Though I do think it'd be fun to have maybe some VR games that we do a front to back let's play of. And maybe this could be that, but I also feel like the story isn't that compelling. Like, it's not as interesting to see through as like other titles might be. But yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. Let me know if there's like a game you're interested in seeing. I think one that could be fun to stream is The Last Clockwinder, because I hear that game is really good. I've never played it because it's only on Oculus Quest 2 and I only had Oculus Quest 1. So that could be a fun one to do a front to back, because I hear it's really good. Not sure how long that one is either. But yeah, that was the Dark Pictures Switchback VR. Stay tuned because it's 2:22. I can go until around 4-ish today. I have kind of a hard out because I have a I gotta do pack a pickup for my race tomorrow. So that's that. We're gonna also look at, what was the VR forehead like? I've been playing VR for basically 2 hours. Plus and minus some breaks here, like a break here and there. So we're gonna see how that worked out. And what was the other thing I was gonna mention? Oh, the dressing more for the game definitely worked. Obviously, I'm not moving this game. I am seated. It's pretty much a stationary game. But I did wear my fitness clothes, and I think that helped a bit. So let's take a look at the damage before we take our break and then switch over to Bayonetta Origins. Let me go ahead and release this strap a little bit so I can get out of here. So let's see. As far as sweat, definitely a good amount of sweat on the nose, and I did feel like the pressure on my nose, and part of that is how tightly I have it. That's my hope, but I don't know if it actually worked out. And I do have a mark right here from like, I guess just the headset pressing into me. I do think I tighten it more than I need to, but I feel like it's not secured if it's not tightened more. So a little bit of like, almost like when you sleep really well and or a little dehydrated when you sleep, like some light marks there. And then we're going to see what's up with the actual forehead. And I can't hear you guys for a second, so if you say anything, I can't hear you. Okay, so it's kind of worse because the pattern is now just like everywhere. It's like now the bandana pattern is just kind of smeared into my head. So I don't know if that's better or worse. But the dent, it's like the dent is less pronounced, I think, than yesterday. But like the pattern is like more ridiculous. So, new idea that I have is to get like a headband because I think with the bandana, because I just like folded it like this, it just made like the bandana shape on my forehead. Yeah, I think the trick is going to be a headband. Um but yeah, I do think like the worst part of it is probably like this middle triangle bit is kind of rough, but this part just is like a weird like indent, a weird like smoosh. Um, but yeah, sorry, I got a text message real quick. So we're gonna see too, like, will it be gone by the time I'm done streaming today? Because usually yes, smooshed. Oh yeah, it totally fits okay with glasses. I think it's like completely a non-issue. The only thing that I'll say about wearing glasses is you do feel the need to like clean both the lenses, like both the headset lens and your glasses lens. And because I like find myself tightening it, like obviously you can only get so tight because you do have glasses on, but it doesn't feel like it stops me from like wearing the headset comfortably. And that was my experience with PSVR 1 and my experience with Oculus Quest 1 as well. Like totally manageable with glasses, not really an issue. I do choose to wear like my more like fitness based glasses. So these glasses I usually wear to work out because they're a little bit tighter on the sides. Um, and that's why I wear them to exercise. So I usually wear those when I'm in VR. But I've also done VR in the glasses that I normally wear, which are also just a regular pair of glasses, but they're a little bit less like fitted. Um, I don't have any details on anything happening development wise from pretty much anywhere. So I think that means the answer is no. But again, that saying no implies that I know anything, and I do not. But I really do hope that there is going to be another Astrobot game. Whether VR or not, like I would love, or just something from that team would be great because they're so talented. Sure, I'll pass it on when I see them. Yeah, I do think this is better. And I will say, as far as sweat too, there's like pretty much no sweat on the headband. I don't know how, like, if I'm showing it as best as I can because I'm kind of just basing on where the camera is. There's like no sweat on the actual headband when you wear a bandana, while there's like a lot of sweat right here on like the nose part. Worth noting that I do have like oily skin too. Like naturally, my skin's kind of oily, so I do think so far I would recommend the bandana. I think it helps, even though it does make its own funky pattern. And it definitely helps with the sweat. Now the question is going to be, how long does the dent remain? Because when I played PSVR 2 and then did Kind of Funny Games daily, like that dent was there for like the full 2 hours. So I think if we end stream and the markings are gone, that's like a pretty big W. But what I'm going to look into next, or what I'll need to buy because I don't own one, is just a headband, because then it won't have these additional lines. And I wonder if removing those additional lines will make it so that there's like maybe just the headband lines on the top and the bottom, or maybe no lines at all. I don't know. We're going to find out. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and take our BRB break. You can enjoy the song. Is the song called Game On? I think it's just called Game On, with I think an underscore in there. And it's spelled capital G, capital A, lowercase m, E, I think, for like the notes or like the chords that are inside of it. Eddie can explain his creative vision with this song that he made for the channel. But yeah, we're gonna have that tossed up there. We'll probably be a slightly longer BRB break just because I'm gonna again grab that laundry, because again this is a laundry stream where I happen to be playing VR, and I'm also going to what was it? Switch the game stuff over. So yeah, there you go. Exactly. In the meantime, I will be back, so just hang tight. Okay. Alright, I had to change my mic over from my other mic. I also have to adjust like a bunch of things. So I'm going to adjust those things for a second. And then we will play our next game. So let me actually just do... We'll do a couple things here. So I'm going to project this out. Actually, no, I'm not going to project this out yet. I'm going to move this up here. Project this out for myself. Then I'm just gonna go to just chatting real fast while I reset up some things. Starting with making this way less bright. Oh, also, and also adjusting like chat window, a bunch of little things. But yeah, let me go fix some stuff over here. We got, let's see. But yeah, Bayonetta Origins, Cereza, and the Lost Demon is what we're gonna be playing next. Reviews came out, I think, like 1 to 3 days ago. Hey, Dylan, thank you so much for the raid with a party of 27. What's up, welcome in, raiders? My name is Jan Garcia, aka Gameonysus. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. Today is Best of 2023 Watch, where we play the latest games in search of the greatest games of the year. Today we just got done playing Switchback VR, and now we're going to be playing Bayonetta Origins next, just kind of adjusting stuff, because we just did a VR setup. Also, the headband definitely worked well. I'm going to do a close-up to the camera. Boom. It's pretty good. Like, it was definitely more severe when I first took the headset off, but I think if you only have a bandana, the bandana is absolutely the way to go. Dylan says, of course, hope you had a great time with the stream. Yeah, it's going good, you know. Still got a little ways to go. Still got some games to play. But also, I don't know if y'all saw, I posted it on TikTok, like the full version. And then I have the smaller version on Twitter, because Twitter won't let me upload bigger videos because I don't have Twitter Blue. But I got this ukulele from the Chia PR package, which is super cool. A really, really cool PR package. I've gotten a lot of really cool PR packages, so I feel like I don't want to have like, oh my god, everything is the best thing ever. But at the same time, like, this might be like current front runner for best PR. This is kind of tied with like Escape Academy's mailer, where they gave you a literal like escape room puzzle. It looks brighter in there, no curtains. No, just I think the fact that the couple things. One, the camera's higher up, so like I'm closer to the light. Also, daylight savings is a thing as well, and maybe some stuff with my camera settings too. And I think maybe like the way I'm standing right now next to like the light versus like how it might be otherwise. Maybe it's slightly brighter on there. But yeah, my camera settings are not locked. I have to reset them every time, so that might just be what's going on. I guess I'll leave my hair tied up for now. Other things are things. Let me shut down my PlayStation, and then I will switch it over to my Switch, which is really just me swapping the HDMIs, which is convenient. So let me do that real fast. Also, a lot of things can change here. Hold on. We can do... All right, now I can have my... Boom, my captions back on. So that's cool. Getting to have that back going. I should be able to do that with the VR setup too. I just need to change what the input is, and I wasn't sure how to change that offhand. So that's why I had to wait a little bit. All right, setting up the Switch now. Okay. Cool. I think I will... Do I want to bring it back? Yeah, I think I'll bring it back now to... No, we have so many tabs. Okay, let me do... It's gonna go down here. It's also a little bit darker, I feel like, down here, but it might just be daylight savings, honestly. That might be the end all be all of things. Oh, what is that sound? I think I'm gonna move my piano a little bit forward. Yeah, it was definitely like the like all my monitors are like floating monitors, so like the arms, like the back of the arms knocked into like one of the books or something. Okay, so this is gonna be Bayonetta Origins, and let me get the color scheme for that one. This is actually, weirdly enough, gonna be my first time playing a Bayonetta game. Like, I know a lot about Bayonetta just from way of osmosis, like pretty established IP at this point. But what a like a funky, funny entry point. Like this very kind of cutesy game. Okay, so let's do... There's like a lot of blues, a lot of like periwinkles in this. I think this is kind of the game here. Maybe like a... Yeah, because I don't know if the yellows are gonna get up here. The music's still going. Oh, do you mean like what I have? Like I know I'm on just chatting right now, so that's fine. Let me know if you hear... I don't think there's anything coming off the capture card right now, but let me know. I could be wrong. Okay, let's grab the... Let's go to here, change the colors. And then I'll swap screens to go to my gameplay screen. Just had salmon. Nice. I don't know if this color... Oh, this color does come up. Great. I love this color, actually. And then let me move my captions up here. Move this up here, too. Okay, let's see. Other stuff. This game, the color palette of this game. Let me look at the game card again. So it's definitely got like that color. It's got a bit of the black. The black can be the card. It's like a licorice color black. Just for legibility purposes. Let's do the little tag in front. Then we can do definitely a lot of blues in this game. So let's do the... I think this blue, maybe, for the... There's not a lot of colors left. The sidebar, I guess. The sidebar could be maybe this blue. Or maybe one of the lighter blues. I think I want more of the like kind of purpley blues they have. Let me see if we can... What if I did the... Like this one. Let's see. Let's do like a marine blue. Yeah, better. Definitely better. And then we got the black, which is kind of like her little costume. Then we can do maybe a... I think this kind of periwinkle color might be good for the status bar. It ends up where you can't really read my tags as well, but that's pretty good. Nouveau, what's where? I'm scared. Red vines or Twizzlers? Ah, interesting. I don't like either. They're both pretty rough in different ways. Okay, so that's that. Okay, let me go over here for a second. Still in just chatting as I adjust a bunch of things. We got this. We got, okay, Bayonetta came out today. We got my quick actions. It's like a whole different, I guess I could have set, ideally I would set this up maybe on its own, ready to go for when I came back for everything, but okay. All right. I guess I'll just put them all back here. Okay, cool, cool. All right, we got that set up. Hey, Scoop, thanks for the follow. Why did I not hear an alert come through, though? This is a weird thing, but... Right? Like, is it just me, or did I not, like, hear that alert at all? Let me see. Let me test my alerts real quick. Okay. Well, that one went through. Let me try one more. Let's do like a fake sub. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe just that one didn't go through. Any interested in D4? What is that?
Test.
Thanks. I'm probably just blank. Diablo 4. I was like, Dragon Quest? No, I don't think so. Because what's the genre of those games? Like, I haven't really played that genre very much, is the thing. But I might dip in when it, like, is fully out. I know they're having their, like, beta right now, or their test beta, test launch, whatever. Here it is. The Pro Controller. But I'm going to wait. I'm going to leave that for the hardcore people. One last thing is I zoomed this in, actually. Oh, and then also I flipped the camera because I like to face my gameplay. I think it's weird when you're not facing the gameplay. So let me unlock it. Let's transform. You know what I need to do? I probably should just make like a VR scene or something, so I don't have to transform these ever. There we go. Not Diablo super fan, but I've heard it was good. Yeah, like I feel like I'm hearing good things about it. Okay, let's see. Let's lower this a little bit. Okay, I think that's pretty much good. I guess it's just kind of darker down here. Maybe that's like the difference, Ash, where you're like, oh, the lighting looks really good up there. I'm sure daylight savings does help a little bit, though. I'm gonna do my fill light. It's a whole setup here. It's a whole thing. I can't wait to get new fill lights where I can just change the color to anything I want without having to use these little gels. Because using these gels is not very fun. Okay. No, where is it? Where is it? I just want the last color. I can't find it. I can't find it. Where is it at? I think these are all of them. Cool. Now I mixed up all the colors. But yeah, Bayonetta Origins. Excited to play it. Love the art. And I've heard good things. I feel like it's sitting around like an 80, you know, in OpenCritic, Metacritic. Which, granted, that's not the end-all, be-all, but it's not a bad sign. So I'm like, alright, let's see how this is. Okay. There we go. There we go. It took us a while, but we're here. Been hearing good things about Exo Primal. Just download the beta, check it out. Yeah, which, like, I saw that as... Okay, sorry, I'm just messaging Edwin about our expo, whether or not he's gonna be able to make it or not, because he has work stuff. Yeah, I've like heard good things about it from at least like one person in the chat earlier. And it looks interesting. Like, it looks kind of doofy and funky. So I was interested in that sense, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. A lot of interesting stuff out right now in terms of like betas and demos and things. Okay. So cute. Is it Cereza? Oh.
And the lost demon.
Thank you for reading it to me because I could not pronounce it. No, I never played Bayonetta 3. It was my first time playing a Bayonetta game. Exo Primal, it's like dinosaur madness.
Cereza is Spanish for cherry.
Ah. Let's see if we can put on those subtitles. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what it is. Okay, so voice. Narrative voice position. What does this mean? Oh, that's interesting. I've never seen it before. What is autoplay? Like they'll play the game for you? Oh no, it's just like the cutscene runs by itself. I was like, oh, I can just watch it? Like that's cool. Items, whatever. I don't think they have subtitles. I didn't see. Maybe they have them automatically enabled.
Long ago, there existed two clans, the Lumen Sages of Light and the Umbra Witches of Darkness. Together, they controlled a mysterious power.
Let me know if it's a little too loud. I think it's fine.
The clans put in place strict laws
Maybe a
to
smidge
ensure
too
that
loud?
strife would never consume them. But a pair of star-crossed lovers broke this rule, and a child was born with the blood of both sage and witch. It was a beautiful baby girl. As punishment for their forbidden love, the pair were torn asunder. The girl's sage father was exiled to a far land, and her mother locked away in a solitary jail. The witch clan took in the young girl, but she grew up shunned as a pariah, cursed by the circumstance of her birth. Her one comfort was the nights she snuck into the village jail to visit her mother's cell. Her mother passed each grueling day barely able to so much as move in her cold cell. But when her daughter came to visit, the witch always showed her a loving smile. But even this small happiness eventually came to an end. On the night of the girl's 10th birthday, her mother was to be moved to a deeper cell, where even the faintest memory of daylight could not reach her. In desperation, the girl tried a daring rescue, but with only a child's strength, the attempt was in vain. More alone than ever before, the young girl clung to all she had left, a stuffed cat named Cheshire, which her mother had made for her long ago.
Yay! Yeah, Pariah Carey.
Since passed. Turning her back on the village, the girl was taken in by an exiled witch who lived on the outskirts of town. Under her strict guidance, the girl continued to train in the ways of the dark arts. She was determined to be a powerful witch and one day save her mother. Her name was Cereza.
So what makes this my first Bayonetta game, right?
I've got to hurry.
Was the question always being posed. For me, it's honestly just like lucky timing. Like there's a gap in my, you know, like the way I do this stream, the best of stream, it's like whatever's out that week. That's hot, I'm playing it. Sometimes I like miss a week, like next week, I think. Is next week when Resident Evil 4 comes out? It might be. But like, oh, I'm gonna miss that time because I'm gonna be at PAX, you know? But other than if I'm not around, like I'm playing whatever the latest thing is, and it just happens that I had the space. Like I think if the timing had worked out differently for Bayonetta 3, I would have tried that out on stream as well, but it just didn't end up working out.
Something's there.
It does help that like I am interested though in like the art style, like the storybook aspect of it.
Stay away. She can't be trusted.
Why would you say that?
You don't belong here. She'll bring misfortune to us all.
Leave me alone!
We're so mean to her.
Hey!
The like storybook art kind of reminds me of
What do you think you're doing?
oh my god, what's that game that like it's an indie game? I don't even know if it's indie actually. It might be from a bigger publisher, but like was it the god damn it, it's like the princess and the whatever. I don't know. Like it was a lot of people played it on Wii U.
Cereza,
Child of Light. Thank you. Yes, because isn't that like it's like a Ubisoft game,
If you don't
isn't
hurry,
it?
you may never see your mother again.
There's also like, you know, there's EA Originals and those are still like indie games under EA, so I guess it doesn't mean that it's not an indie game, but like I forgot who like what the developer publisher background is for that one offhand.
John, I can't. Ugh, you big baby. Come on, I'll lead the way. Cereza!
Okay, cool, it was Ubisoft. That's what I thought, but I couldn't remember offhand. Yeah, I actually never finished it. I only played like a little bit of it. Like, a lot of people I knew played it though.
Here, use this. Wow, Sean, you're amazing. Cereza!
Okay, so far chill. You know, I'm just kind of like walking between pieces. Nothing too outlandish here. Also, let me know if the game audio is too loud. I think it's fine. I'm like kind of glancing at the levels. It's like a little in the yellow. My talking is like up in the red, so probably fine, but let me know.
John, wait! I can't run that fast.
It's fine. Okay, cool.
We're almost there. Hurry up!
What do you think you're doing?
Oh no, they're on to us. Leave the guards to me. You hurry on ahead. Wait! John! I can't do this alone!
Whee!
Just a little longer. Hold on, Mummy.
I know, where's this cat at? Maybe the cat's not magic yet, you know what I mean? Like it's just a stuffed animal right now. Also, like it runs really well. I know it's kind of a big talking point on Switch, like how do things perform and stuff, but yeah, this is totally good. Totally fine.
Mummy?
Maybe I should just turn the autoplay on.
is this? Don't come any closer.
Oh my god.
Who are you?
That happened to me once. Power. Oh. Oh yeah, let's turn the autoplay on, just like.
I'll go. I promise.
Oh, there's a cat. Little stuffed animal.
That dream again. But the ending.
It was a dream Cereza knew by heart.
Classic dream
But
sequence.
This time, something had changed. Cereza decided to consult her friend Cheshire.
A strange boy appeared and told me something incredible. He said if I went to Avalon Forest, he'd give me a fantastic power. If we had that, rescuing Mummy would be a piece of cake. The Forbidden Forest.
The oft-repeated warning from Cereza's teacher rung in her ears. Avalon Forest is home to fairies, creatures who love to whisk away children. Stay away.
Cereza! Where are you, my dear?
Cereza's teacher Morgana was standing by the door, her frown discernible even from a distance.
Hey, Bidoof hat time. Bidoof, doofa, doof, doofa, 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 doof. Chapter 1. Trial of the Full Moon. Oh shoot. Bidoofa, doof, doofa, doof, doofa, doofa, doof. I wish the art covered the whole page instead of small blotches. Yeah, they could do a little bit more, but I kind of like the stylization too. But I understand. I get where you're coming from. Oh, Hero, that's me. Saving. Check lanterns along your journey to save your progress. Game will be saved automatically at different moments of the story. Watch this icon in the bottom right of the screen. Okay. Cool. First save point. The UI is so charming. Oh my god, get out of here. Look at how cute that is. That's so cute. 3% done? Okay. This game's gonna complete itself, alright? We don't even need to worry about anything. Heavy lamps are so hard to clean. Okay, which way am I supposed to go and how do I not go that way? I'm trying to explore. I wish you walked a little faster. Maybe there's a run button. Well, such a lovely view. I could stay here forever, but no time for that. If you crouch here, it completes another 10% of the game immediately. Fuck yeah, man. Here for a good time, not a long time, you know? Damn. I better talk to Morgana. It's getting late. Okay. Damn it. Alright, fine. Fine. Her hair is so cute.
Chores neglected, and I find my apprentice enjoying her beauty sleep.
I'm sorry. I just closed my eyes for a second.
Cereza began making an excuse, but Morgana's scowl stopped her in her tracks.
Yes, ma'am. I'll get to them right away.
But despite her best intentions, Cereza's gaze drifted back towards Avalon Forest. This did not go unnoticed by Morgana.
Oh, If I've told you once, Cereza, you must never enter that forest. With your current abilities, you would soon become a snack for one of the fairies who live there.
Yes, Morgana. I know.
Well then, stop your dreaming and finish those chores before moonrise, young lady.
All right. Water from the well. Coming right up.
A simple yes will suffice, Cereza. Off you go.
Yeah, and I kind of like the text being off to the side.
Exterior,
I wish it was a little bigger
Cereza
though.
had
But
grown attached to her teacher. Morgana had also been cast out of the village. She understood Cereza's pain, and her stern treatment came from a place of love.
draw water at the eastern well. The art's so good.
Cereza often reminded herself that these chores were all part of her training.
Let's see if I could like break that, but
Eager to please her master, she hurried off towards the well.
oh, what a cute little fishy. I hope you grow up big and strong.
What's this?
Whenever Morgana chose these lamps, funny, I think they may have a similar taste. Okay. So you can check the variety of things with L. Try L with anything that catches your eye. Nice.
Fetching a pail of water. It may seem like a simple chore, but it requires a fine sense of control, making it perfect for Umbran training. After laying eyes on the full bucket, Morgana gave a small nod of approval.
Good. Now collect the herbs from the garden.
Herbs instead of herbs.
At the
Interesting.
thought of herbs,
Badoof
Cereza
squad,
could
what's
not help
good?
but make a face. This is one job she wished could be forever stricken from her regimen.
Do we have a problem?
No, ma'am.
Trying not to think about the task awaiting her, Cereza headed towards
I wonder why
the
she
herb
hates him so
garden.
much. Hey, it's Luigi. Okay, hold on.
The herbs in Morgana's garden were not your common basil or thyme. She grew infernal plants with an absolutely foul stench. They typically burrowed to avoid sunlight.
That's a goal.
But a little bit
I forgot
of
which
magic
way
made
it
them pop
is.
right up.
I'm a wiener. I don't think it's this way. This is just the well. Wahoo! Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know how to make the boing sound that he has. Ah! Mario? Mario! Mario? Mario! Witch Pulse. Witch Pulse is a fundamental Umbran art that utilizes dance to imbue its target with magical energy. Cereza can use her Witch Pulse to grow infernal plants. Hold ZL and tilt L in the right direction with the correct timing. Hold ZL and tilt L.
Time. One helping of magic coming right up.
Mario? I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. Mario? Mario! Oh, here it was. Oh. Oh! That's a good I don't know. I'm Luigi. Let me see who made this game to double check. Because I'm not sure that I remember. Yes. Platinum. It's Platinum. It is Platinum. Let's go. Mario!
Out! Good!
Mario! Mario? Mario! This is cool. If you find Witch Pulse to be a bit too difficult, you can change your settings so that Cereza will perform it on her own. Which do you prefer? I'll do manual for now. But if I change my mind, it's in the settings.
Just a bit more.
Mario?
There we go.
Mario! Mario? Ah! Thornbird. Hold ZL to summon infernal thorns that can bind an enemy. Doing so will cost a spell cooldown.
No one told me they could do this. I've got to catch it quick.
I'm holding ZL. Okay. Mario. Mario?
Yes.
Alright, that's Luigi.
It.
Cereza
Cute.
was pleasantly surprised.
But yes, I
She
found,
usually managed.
really quick, I found out about the Lance Reddick thing. Now, dude is Charlie Day's Luigi. Oh man, I haven't heard that enough to really know what that's gonna sound like, but hopefully I'll get a better sense once I watch the movie. Yeah, I found out that Lance Reddick had passed away today from Wario64's tweet about like a game that was on sale that he was in. But yeah, wild stuff, you know, natural causes. I think he was 60, which is like not that old, so it's like, man, it's wild, you know. But yeah, definitely contributed a lot to the game space in terms, and you know, all other medium as well. But all right, let's
to make
go.
a mess with even this rudimentary magic.
I can't wait to see the look on Morgana's face.
Yeah, Silence and Horizons. So I'm not sure what that means for like the
Cereza hummed a
future
happy tune
of the
while
series
picking the
either,
herbs.
character-wise.
As she bent down, she noticed a pretty flower growing amongst the weeds.
Those flowers would really bring out the colour in Morgana's eyes.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm not sure. Especially too because it was like
I wouldn't mind
mocap
if it was
stuff
that
as
kind of
well.
smell.
I don't think it was just like, you know, it wasn't just like the voice acting part of it. So yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know what they had in mind for that character in general either way. So maybe it doesn't end up having like a as big of an impact, but I don't know. I would imagine they'd have to write around that or recast or something. I mean, it's tough. Really standout character in that game for sure, so.
Cereza proudly gave the basket to Morgana. It was full to bursting.
How about that, Morgana? Quite the harvest, wouldn't you say? I also picked these violets. They're for you. I thought you might like them.
Atop the herbs lay a small wreath. Morgana glanced down at it. Her expression unchanged, she spoke to Cereza in her usual tone.
Do not expect praise for this sort of perfunctory performance.
Damn.
Cereza, your hair today seems to have lost its sheen. Do not tell me that in addition to your outdoor tasks, you're also neglecting your hair.
Oh my god, it's so mean.
No, ma'am. It's next on my list.
Remember, Cereza, hair is the most versatile tool of an Umbra Witch. It can be shaped into our armor, weapons, and even used as a medium for summoning infernal demons. As blood flows through veins, magic flows through a witch's hair. Care for it as you would your most precious tool, and defend it as you would your very heart.
Damn. Play a demo to this, and it's awesome. Nice.
Understood. I'll make sure to finish up.
Yeah, I think the
before training
demo's like the
starts
first
tonight.
hour or something, so
Good.
definitely like
Now
a
get back to
decent
your
demo
chores.
size.
The shadows grew long. The moon will soon rise.
With this, Morgana turned and walked back towards the house.
Yes, ma'am.
At times, Morgana's cold treatment got Cereza down. But she knew that Morgana cared for her and only wanted what was best for her.
I don't know if
Making a
it
quick
does,
recovery,
unfortunately.
Cereza resolved to finish her remaining chores in record time.
Oh, great, thank you. Thanks, Unique Technique, for speaking to that. So have you started the full game then? Oh, I think I have to click this one. I don't think this one's auto done. Okay, that night. Look at the art. Such cute art!
Almost time for today's training. I'd better hurry, or I'm in for another lecture.
Okay, that's me, that's me.
Okay.
Coming back to the house now. It's time for training. I've been waiting for this. Oh, L, okay. Fetch back out a walking character to Morgana. Is that really witch training? I think my demo save data, but I haven't gone past this point yet. But yeah, I got the full game. So cute.
Phew.
With the household chores complete, it was time for Cereza's daily training in the dark arts. Today, she was finally going to get a chance to attempt a spell she had been practicing for weeks, summoning an infernal demon.
For today's training,
So
I'll give you a little
cute.
help.
Before even learning what it did, Cereza was captivated by the intricate brace.
This is
Turning
a
back into
tool
the
for
Diablo
those who have
beta.
yet to master the flow of magic.
75-minute queue. Yeah, I hear the
Furthermore,
queue's
We train
gigantic.
under the full moon of the bisextile night, when the dark energy we Umbra harness is at its zenith. Are you listening, young lady? You seem determined today. Perhaps I should let you nap more often.
Yes, ma'am.
Cereza's spirits were high. She
That's
was
funny.
determined to succeed.
Bataiva Tozu!
Step by step, Cereza flawlessly performed the summoning dance. Until
It did sound like bisexual, but it was not. It was a different word, but I don't know what that word actually means, if I'm being honest. It's like
this would get trouble.
bi-centennial? I don't know what it
Unless
was.
bound by hair, there would be no way to control the demon. The demon turned to ash mere inches from Cereza. Without a proper medium, demons will soon die in our world.
We are finished for today.
Damn.
Let me try again. Please.
Morgana turned and walked away,
day in
ignoring
the
her pupil's
year.
desperate plea.
Yeah, this teacher is intense.
What kind of witch fears her own summoned familiar? I was foolish to think you were ready for this training.
Damn.
Morgana told Cereza to put away the magic brace before heading back to the house. Long after Morgana was gone, Cereza sat moping in the garden. Out of habit, she shared her troubles with Cheshire.
Oh, that's a
Forget
Cromallow.
returning to the village and saving Mummy. At this rate, I'll never even become a witch.
All of a sudden, the words from the boy in her dream echoed in her ears.
give you the power to save Mother. Avalon Forest, the White Wolf guide you.
Avalon Forest.
Cereza's eyes wandered back to the forest. Morgana's repeated warnings left little room for ambiguity. And yet...
Morgana is always dangerous this and stay away that. How could a dank old forest be that scary a place anyway?
Adults do often exaggerate to keep kids in their place. This thought got Cereza's blood boiling. Grievances started bubbling up.
Nothing I do is ever good enough for her. Did you see those herbs? Flawless!
As she blew off steam to Cheshire, she noticed Morgana's brace shining in the moonlight.
What are you saying, Cheshire? Take the brace and sneak into the forest? Morgana would give us a right smack on the bottom.
Although, with the moon shining brightly, it was the ideal chance for a little surreptitious forest excursion.
I mean, if I just had another chance to get the hang of it, I could have gotten that demon totally under wraps.
With a demon by her side, eviscerating a fairy or two would be child's play.
That's it! I'm going to that forest! And when I come back with that fantastic power, Morgana will take back everything she said about me not being ready. Let's go, Cheshire. Next stop,
Yay!
Avalon.
This is so cute. Again, gameplay-wise, no big comments yet. We haven't done very much. It's been very tutorialized. Oh my god, look at the way she used her little stuffed animal. It's so cute.
Cereza shivered at the thought of what lay ahead. But curiosity got the better of her.
Let's go, Cheshire.
Alright, fair. Just go to the main opening. I was like, let's check the sides a little bit. You don't know. Morgana does look evil. But she is like the adult in the situation, so it's like, okay.
And her teacher's warnings to the wind, and set out towards Avalon Forest. Little did she know that what lay waiting in those dark woods would change her fate forever.
Cute. Chapter 2. Into the unknown. Into the unknown.
Massive trees block.
New area found. Oh, cute. Look at this map. Oh my gosh. The map weirdly looks just like Ori and the Blind Forest's map. If you know, you know. You know, like the zoom out section. When you're looking at all the like biomes, it looks just like that. Okay, hold on. Switch to map view. I'm already in map view. Oh, look, you can... Oh. Oh, and then there's like the little map inside of the thing. Okay, yeah. Yep. Okay, cool. You can't zoom in like that far, but probably as far as you need. Status. Travel wisdom. Game settings. Okay.
To almost all light from the moon, an eerie silence enveloped Cereza. she cautiously ventured onwards.
Don't surprise me like that!
Okay, maybe not. Okay, that's blocked right now. I think my only real thing is like L. This can't be right. It's gotta be just like forward. Yeah, it's definitely forward. I'm just missing something. Okay, so we got... Oh, great. Yeah, oh, you just go up. Okay. The petal from a black rose that blooms in Inferno, the faint magical energy possesses, makes it a favorite garden choice of fairies as well. Okay, I didn't realize I could just like climb up this. Convenient.
Huh?
The shrimp is so high, just imagine if I fell. Oh.
Don't look down. Come on, Cereza. One foot in front of the other. A plant from Inferno. I wonder how it will respond to my magic.
Okay, the infernal plants are bigger than Morgana's herbs. They will require more magic from Witch Pulse to reach their full size. Keep holding ZL until the pulse succeeded multiple times. Be sure not to let it go midway. Okay. Oh, what? Oh, it's like down then up. Okay. Okay, so it's kind of like rhythm game-esque. I'm still getting the hang of like how the pulse works. Alright, Avalon drops. Magical energy crystallized by Avalon. One bite sends a rush of rich sweetness from head to toe, instantly enrapturing anyone. Alright, we're not gonna read too much into that, but okay. Also, I had to warn this for longer than I was supposed to, but... Like, is that really what's going down with those drops? 'Cause... Okay, this is a children's story, alright? Okay, let's go down here. Okay, fun. Then we have this. Okay. Cool. Oh, I assume it was about Morgana. I don't know. It's got like a... This is like cool. It's got definitely like some... I don't want to say... I feel like Alice in Wonderland comparisons are kind of like played out, but... It does kind of have that vibe. Oh, little bunny. Oh shit. Oh my god. Fuck. My biggest gripe with this game so far is how lazy the writing is in the intro. Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree that it is cliched, but I didn't really mind it because it's such like a storybook vibe that I feel like that's kind of I mean, that's also a cliche like setup of like, ooh, basic story, and then it's like, no, there's more. But I don't know. I don't mind that construction as much. Okay, the petals in the bottom left of the screen are Cereza's vitality. They would decrease as Cereza is attacked by enemies. So far, it just seemed like it's a little bit basic, straightforward kind of thing. That's the thing. Like, kind of like how Shrek opens. You know, it's like, I mean, it's not quite as good. It's not as good as the opening of Shrek, but it is invoking that kind of thing. I've seen too many creative writing classes. That is fair. That is, I mean, it's not like a strong opening, but I feel like it was done with intention, even if it didn't like nail what it tried to do with the setup. Okay, if Red's out, her story will come to an end. Keep a close eye on her remaining vitality at all times. Okay. Ah! Oh, do I just like walk away then? Ah! Do I not need to kill it? Is this like I just bind it to walk around?
Looking into the dark underbrush, Cereza could not shake.
Hey, Giant Bomb! Thanks for the raid. Appreciate it.
Looking back. As
Coming,
the wind rustled the leaves,
coming through with a party of 345.
Like
what's good? What's good? They have them finish talking about whatever they have going on.
I'm going to become a witch and save Mummy.
So this is Best of 2023 watch, where we play the latest games, insert the greatest games of the year. What's up, Raiders? I'm Janet Garcia, aka Gameonysus. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch, and I do a bunch of other stuff across the internet with games. Again, today is Best of 2023 watch. We played, ooh, I forgot to change it, the category actually, to Bayonetta Origins, which we've been playing for like a bit of time at this point. Before that, we were playing Switchback VR. Which is a Dark Pictures game that was like on PSVR 2, kind of like a shooter on rail, like a rail shooter kind of coaster ride. And this is actually my first time playing any Bayonetta game, which is funny because it's very much a spin-off situation. Thanks for all the follows, appreciate it. And it's super cute, really simple so far. I don't know like how, you know, high the heights are gonna get on this, but I'm enjoying it. Love the art. Just kind of a fun fairy tale little adventure game so far. We're very early in. I've only been playing for like about a half hour or so on this. Right, the cat's still just a stuffed animal, you know, kind of thing. But yeah, how were things over there? What were we all getting up to? Doing some podcasting, it seems, according to the category. And I'm liking the kind of like dance combat mechanic with like kind of like a rhythm game setup to it, like a little bit of a rhythm game construction. So that's been fun. It was Ruru's last day of Giant Bomb. Nice. And then look at this, y'all. Look at how cute overwriting the save file is. Adorable. Also, we got Plushie joins the party. 6% done with the game. The game's complete in itself. I feel like it's not probably too long of a game. So let's see, what plushie do I want? I'm gonna grab... We're gonna go with Lily, the classic squishmallow of the bunch. There she is. I forgot what this Squishmallow's actual like name is. Like the Squishmallow company names all of them, but I renamed them on my own accord, and I named this one Lily after the Animal Crossing villager. So soft, so nice. All right, here we go. Cool. Progress is saved. Let's keep it moving.
What was that? Must have been a rabbit or something. Right, Cheshire?
Yeah, Wendy. Yeah, Wendy is the actual name. The Mallow canonical name.
Is someone out there?
3000% someone's out here. It's definitely like story heavy in the beginning, though, I will say, and maybe it's like that throughout the whole game.
Shake the feeling she was being watched.
Is someone there? Show yourself.
And then, as if to answer her call,
A denizen of the wood.
these were fairies, nefarious creatures who ensnare the souls of humans who venture into the woods to feed on their vitality.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
This time there was nowhere to run. Cereza was backed into a corner.
Please, please work this time.
Yeah, here we go. Now
Fingers
we're gonna try some of this demon.
Cereza prepared to use the summoning spell she learned from Morgana.
Batai Vatorzu!
Even after the summoning circle had faded away, no one had answered her call.
Damn.
Why? I did everything right.
The fairies resumed their sinister mission. All at once, they jumped at Cereza, weapons poised to strike.
Yeah, it's
She
not
shut
going
her
good.
eyes tight and prepared for the worst. A moment passed, and then another. But she felt not so much as a pinprick.
It's a stuffed animal.
What? Who are you?
Chomp!
Why do they say it like that?
That beast.
That's so good,
as
though. I
dark
kind of
as
like
a
it. I kind of
moonless
fuck with
night.
it.
Had it all been a dream?
You don't think... Could that have been...
But before Cereza could finish her question,
Oh, he's boofy. He real boof. Her neck is really long.
from its gaping maw, extending ear to ear, fell a drop of thick slobber.
Wait, did I manage
I
to
know,
summon
I really
the
wanted
demon
to.
that has now possessed Cheshire?
As if in reply, the beast growled and bared its blood-red fangs. Just as Cereza feared, a demon had indeed possessed her beloved stuffed cat. The creature had desperately sought a medium in order to survive in our world. In lieu of hair, it settled for one made of felt.
So it's basically a demon from before
the
then.
demon's eyes found Cereza. It let out a low growl. After her initial terror, Cereza realized that she was able to understand what the demon was saying.
You want me to return you to Inferno? Now, how would one go about doing that?
Cereza had her hands full calling a demon to this world. She hadn't even begun to study the spell to send them back. Cereza once again heard the demon's words, this time even more clearly. Send me back! Send me back! The demon's rage increased by the second, but there was nothing Cereza could do.
Damn.
Out of patience, he pounced. Claws like daggers descended on Cereza. But what if we hear? The demon had stopped cold. As if bound by an invisible force, no matter how he struggled, he was unable to touch Cereza.
I guess because of the
Calm
stuffed
down.
animal.
You're going to burst a seam. Don't worry, I'll send you home. Once I figure out how. I'm on my way to get a fantastic power. With that,
I got a real bad feeling about this fantastic power. I'm not gonna lie. Also, everything can be a piece of cake. All right.
Giving up his attack, the demon turned his attention elsewhere. Intrigued but a little scared, Cereza decided to follow a bit behind.
Oh, yay, I'm the demon. Rawr. Cute. Oh, the art's just so good.
The demon ran through the forest, searching for a way home.
Okay, I'm guessing so, like, I'm gonna learn the demon's moveset, and then we're gonna combine them. That's kind of gonna be like the tutorialization of the game, you know? Alright, that's our plushie redemption. It is sad to toss them aside, though, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, hold on. Try to fix my speaker over here. Okay. Let's see. It's weird, like, moving with the right stick. I'm guessing Bayonetta is gonna be, or Cereza is gonna be the one moving with the left, you know? Battle basics. The demon's sharp claws and fangs work as ZR, yeah, basically.
I'm in no mood for pests. Get ready for a fistful of claw. The demon leapt towards the fangs.
Oh, it's still alive. Jeez. I will say, hold on. I think the audio gets like pretty loud for those parts. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. Or maybe I can even just like adjust the like a specific part of the audio. Yeah, maybe just like the I guess kind of all of it gets kind of loud. We'll just have it be brought down a little bit and see how it is. Okay, that's definitely better. I don't know, let me know. Maybe I was overreacting, but... yeah, it's cool. It's very simple, very straightforward, but it's enjoyable.
Slashed with his razor-sharp claws. But something felt off.
I'm mostly excited for them to kind of, like, take the reins off a little bit more.
Slowly, but surely.
what's wrong?
So I'm not just like a god, alright. Well, I'm a demon, but you know what I mean.
The demon bared his fangs. He was clearly suffering.
Are you sick? Or hungry, perhaps?
As Cereza approached, the demon felt the strength return to his body. In an instant, he felt right as rain.
They belong together.
His body was linked
They're best
to
friends.
Cereza by powerful magic. Moving away from her robbed it of its energy.
What's that? I need to stay close to you? I've never heard of a spell like this before.
How do you plan on getting me back to Inferno? The demon demanded.
He's so mad.
Find a white wolf. He'll show us the way.
Leave it to me. I'll find him, said the demon.
The reading's cute,
as he
honestly.
clambered to his feet.
I'm Cereza. What's your name?
I have no name, replied the demon curtly.
You don't have a name? That must be terribly inconvenient. Though I must admit, I haven't the faintest idea about demonic manners. May I call you Cheshire? That's
I want to Cereza.
I decided to borrow after all. Well, I need to call you something. If you're going to make a fuss about it, why don't you just find a new body? Fine. I'll just call you whatever I please.
And so these strange companions set off in search of the White Wolf. What mysteries await in Avalon Forest?
All right, so they move separately. Yep. Yep. They cannot be far apart for an extended period. What is the distance between them? Cool. And then we got. Okay. Oh, cute. All right. Let me see, where can I see how far apart they are? Maybe that wasn't right. Hold on, let me try it again. I gotta keep pressing it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, great. It's a little trippy, like controlling them both independently, but it works. Beer for the non-Spanish speakers. Yeah.
Not touch her. Cereza breathed a sigh of relief.
I wasn't expecting, like, again, I didn't go into this knowing very much other than, like, oh, the art style, like, that's kind of generally that, you know, like, the premise of it being kind of like an origin story vibes, and that's kind of it. So it having, them having this kind of relationship. Like, and I knew about, like, the cat, but I didn't realize, like, oh, it's the toy, like, possessed by a demon. The demon, like, hates being here. Wait, and then how do I hit this? Can I hit this? Maybe only he can do that. Yeah. Squad. We're best friends. Me and my demon Squishmallow. Demon toy.
The pungent scent tickled Cereza's nose. It was rosemary, often used to ward off evil spirits. As soon as the scent reached Cheshire, he pulled away, face scrunched up in disgust. It looked like demons could not stand being anywhere near the flower.
Okay, a little tiny puzzle time. Because Demon Cheshire can't stand rosemary. Whenever it pops up, he will need to find a different path. Okay, so then I probably have to look for a different path for him. I'm not sure where they show me how far. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, we're too far apart now. It's just ghost matter all over again. Let me check this little area too. Oh yeah, he's big boofy. He's boofed for sure. Yeah, drop the plushie though. Like, this would be a great plushie. He's so cute. Look at him. He's a cute little misunderstood demon. He's just a demon that wants to get back home. That's all. My demon toy buddy. Demonic childhood memory. Okay. There we go. Oh, more. Oops. Okay. I like that too. You don't have to do it perfectly, like, to get the, to go across. Like, you can, like, I made a few errors and it was fine, like, to just kind of redo it. Yeah, it goes in, like, pieces and you just have to keep holding it down. You do have to tap for this. You can't just hold. You gotta like boom, boom. Now I want to go back to that one area with him, but I'm too lazy to go all the way back. So now I'm guessing that I can bind him and then like he can attack. I'm guessing.
This was quite a pickle, but Cereza knew how to get by without a scratch.
Cheshire! I've got it tied down! Finish it!
Yeah! Squad! Squad. Best friends forever. And when there's two, you have to like do them like in order. But yeah, boom, see? That's it. Oh, I think you can just run over them. Yeah. Yeah, we're a good little team. Look at us. Look at us. Who would have thought, you know?
I'll go first to make a path. You wait here.
I guess I have to go around. Oh no. Yay! He loves me. Because I'm his only hope. I brought him here. Don't know how to put him away.
Stop! Cheshire!
All at once, Cheshire's body shrunk to its original cuddly form.
Cheshire!
Cereza ran to pick up Cheshire and held him tightly to her chest. In her arms, Cheshire felt his strength returning.
Cute.
Release me at once! Even in this form, the demon did not seem happy about being cuddled.
That's so cute.
Just hold still, will you? While you're small, you can't walk on your own, right? I'll carry you until you can transform again. Not having a massive demon breathing down my neck will make it easier for me to calm down too.
While far from pleased about being treated like a stuffed animal, the demon had no choice but to swallow his pride.
When in stuffed animal form, Cereza can hold Cheshire and move with him. Ooh, oh my god, look at this! When moving together, you can move Cereza with L and extend Cheshire with R.
Huh, even with you in there, Cheshire's
what the
still
heck?
the same as before.
Oh my god, look at him. Whee! That's cool. That's weird. Elmira revives. Duke's illusions. Yeah, I don't know if I recognize that. I like this. Maybe we'll get like more different powers together. Like you can really see how like it'll evolve. You can switch between moving together and moving apart. Both have their uses. So don't forget unleashed mode. When is where you two are separate. Press R. Okay. Hug mode. Oh my god, there's hug mode in this game? Really unleashed mode and hug mode. L to reverse the stuffed animal. So freaking cute. Look, there he is. And then hug mode. Oh, so cute. That's adorable. That is too adorable. All right, 9% done. I like this. I would finish playing this. Again, that's kind of like a common question that y'all ask, like, oh, but would you continue with this? Like, and you know, sometimes it's no, sometimes yes. Yeah, I like this. It's really cute. Feels like a good vibe for, you know, the Switch platform, handheld, cozy game. Cozy, cute, puzzly. It is very much what I like wanted and expected of this. So, really happy with the results of Bayonetta Origins, hold on. Cereza and the Lost Demon. Really fun. Again, there's a demo on Switch that's about like an hour or so worth of content if you want to kind of get a feel for it yourself. But it does feel like, you know, what it was kind of pitched as, where it's like the combat's kind of like cute and light. It's sort of this like adventure, puzzly, whimsical kind of setup. And that makes for like a pretty enjoyable and like generally soothing experience. All right, let's see. So yeah, next week I'm not gonna do any streams because I will be at PAX East. I have 2 panels of PAX East, so check out those panels if you're gonna be at PAX East. One is called the Nintendo GameCube is the greatest console of all time. The other one is Video Game Tinder, and it's like swiping on like video game characters. Might be lightly butchering the titles of those, but you know, I'll be posting that like on my Twitter. I'll be like sharing a bunch of stuff. So like on my Twitter, I'll be tweeting out stuff. On Pen and Pixels, I'm trying to like write some articles while I'm there. I'll definitely be doing an Instagram story. Again, my handle everywhere is at Gameonysus, so y'all can follow along there if you're interested. It's gonna be a really fun time. You know, same with making like TikToks and all that. It's a whole thing. So that is that. Now we're gonna go ahead and do our closeouts and then queue up our raid. I'm not sure if I can raid the account I want to raid, so I won't name it until we're ready to go. But before we head out, as usual, I want to give a thank you to all y'all watching, following, subbing, moderating, and of course my sponsors over on Patreon. You too can join over on patreon.com/Gameonysus with rewards as low as the $1 tier all the way up to the $25 tier. Like my sponsors who are on this screen below me, I'm talking about Biscuits with Davey, Edwin Garcia, Kevin Fair, Patrick Schwiegert, Nina McKee, Mick aka the Nanobiologist Abramson. We got folks like Platform Fanatic, Play Jason Railton, and Spencer Cassiano. So thank y'all so much for helping support what I do here on this